to put on a circuit breaker from everything else that I've been talking about, and I feel the need to do this because I'm a small business owner and I'm a businesswoman. And having said that, I want to share my top 6 tips right now, what you can do to get yourself out of the fog, to try and eliminate that stress and that distress that you're feeling with the uncertainty that's going on around the world. And how are you going to keep your beloved, valued employees, and how are you going to keep the business, which is your baby, afloat, given the times that we're in. There's so much noise and so much going on. I just wanted to share my top 6 tips. There are more to come, but right now, let's just talk about the most important things that need to come first. And the first thing, above all else, and you know I'm a personal responsibility junkie, is leadership. We need to lead, and we need to lead from within, with ourselves first and foremost. So we need to stand strong, we need to lead ourselves, we need to lead our families, our teams, our employees. We need to lead our communities. We need to take responsibility for that. We need to stand strong. People are watching. People need us to be strong. Not everyone has the same capacity to respond to these times, and not everyone is equipped with that. But you as a business owner have gone into business, and I'm guessing that you've come through so many other obstacles and roadblocks, and this is just another one of those. Yes, admittedly the scale is greater, but hey, we've been here in terms of running our businesses for so long, and we're going to get past this too. So number 1, lead. Number 2, what we need to do is we need to pause. Pause and take a breath, because if we don't do that, we're going to react. We're going to be in reactive mode, and reactive mode leads to bad decisions, leads to things that don't necessarily help us. Have you ever done that in your business? I'm sure you have, like the rest of us. There's no rule book in business, is there? You know, you go into business loving what you do, and you end up being all things to everyone. So this is not uncommon, and this is not stuff you haven't been through before. So I'm asking you to pause, take a step, and review the situation and know what your next lot of steps are. Pausing will give you the opportunity to have a good look at what's exactly going on and assess your next lot of steps. Now, number 3, and this is the most critical in any single business, it's cash flow. Yeah? Cash is king. Cash is literally king. Cash is the oxygen that keeps our businesses alive, and without cash, we're pretty much buggered. So, what's my tip and what is my take on cash? Well, first and foremost, there's two important things that we need to look at here. Firstly, as a business, do you have a cash reserve? And if you do, that's like a runway, right? That's like a runway that can potentially give you 3 to 6 months to come back and consider the options before you. That gives you a little bit of leeway to reassess the situation, to look at your business and make the right decisions. If you don't have that cash put aside, if you don't have that runway, you're going to have to act right now. And a couple of tips for you there. In times where these are the times that we're living at the moment, our cash is greatly impacted, but the expenses are still there. So here's a quick little tip of one of the things that you can do immediately that can have a great result. Most of us have credit cards, and we have business credit cards that have lots of subscriptions attached to them. You can actually cancel that credit card and reissue it. It'll take you no more than 15 to 20 minutes to do this. What's the point of doing this? What it will give you is the opportunity to reassess all of the subscriptions that are hitting that credit card that you've either forgotten about, not using anymore, or just simply let it ride and thought you might use it one day. What will happen is when those payments don't go through, you'll either get a reminder email or a phone call. And at that point, you can go, hey, guess what? I forgot I even had that. I forgot I was paying for that. Or I'm thinking in this current situation, we need to stop that payment and we can reassess that in the future. This is a quick circuit breaker that allows you to stop all of the outflows that are subscription based and allows you to assess them. And if you want to proceed with them, give the new credit card details. So that's a little tip that may help you immediately and relieve the stress. The other thing from a cash flow point of view, is reviewing or negotiating terms, right? So here's the perfect opportunity because we are, and as they say, we're all in it together. So it gives you an opportunity to renegotiate terms such as rents and leases. What about the banks in terms of your loans with your interest rates and the repayments and all of those types of things that you can do? With your suppliers, you can renegotiate those terms. You need to come back and look at all of those things, make a to-do list and renegotiate terms. And I'm sure that everyone you speak to is going to be forthcoming and open to any suggestion that's happening there. And tip number 5 is about looking at funding sources. Now, we have received 2 stimulus packages, and combined, they've been worth more than $80 billion, and most of it has been around supporting small business. Now, just to give you a quick update on 2 things that were released, well, one, the main one, the JobKeeper one, released yesterday afternoon. Incredibly powerful, couldn't have come soon enough. That will allow small businesses to remain open, hang on to their staff, which is so important right now. Take the pressure off the Centrelink system. What is it? It's $1,500 a fortnight per employee for 6 months. The terms have to be that you're earning more than 75k in terms of turnover, your payroll is less than 650,000, you must be paying wages. You need to look at the detail, and you can Google all of this. It's all available there on the internet, but you need to be aware of this. And this is probably one of the biggest game changers that's just been released. There's also small business grants like the $10,000. That is incredibly powerful as well. That can inject much needed $10,000 straight into your business. There's all sorts of other packages that are available from the states and territories as well as the federal government. So make sure you're getting your advisors working for you. This is a time where your advisors need to be proactive. Who am I talking about? Financial planners and accountants like my 2 businesses that I run. We run 2 small businesses, an accounting firm and a financial planning firm. So it's critically important that you tap into these resources and that they make sure they're proactive and assisting you in every single possible way. So I'm hoping these little tips are giving you some sort of relief or giving you some sort of sense of control, that you don't have to just sit there and take it. You can get proactive by leading, by pausing and reviewing the current situation, by reviewing your cash flow. Cash is never more important than it is right now. Tapping into the renegotiation skills with your suppliers, the banks, your landlords, looking into the funding that our state territories and our federal government are offering, and making sure we are registering for all of those things. And finally, eternal optimist I am, right? Are you looking for the opportunities? Are you pausing? Are you stepping back? Are you looking and observing what's going on around you? And what does the future look like? Are you projecting your visionary mind? Because you're all visionaries, because you're in small business, yeah? Small business is entrepreneurial. It has that entrepreneurial spirit. It has that visionary spirit. You have it. I'm telling you, you have it. Don't be despondent. Don't feel down and out. You've got this. You need to go back to the drawing board, take responsibility, take charge of your business, find out what's going on, get proactive, and make sure you're looking to the future of how you can shape and evolve your business and yourself to then forge the way of whatever new pathways are going to be open to all of us when we get past this. And I'll promise you, we're all going to get past this. It's only a matter of time. And that's the $1 million question, right? How long and when? We don't know. But right in the middle of it all, when we take control of ourselves, our teams, our families, our communities, and show leadership and take action, this is the only way we can feel at ease with ourselves and know that we're doing everything we possibly can to forge forward and get past this. And more importantly than any of that, staying safe within our communities, looking after ourselves, our families, and every single person around us is more important today than ever before.